Good morning to all. Thank you for giving an opportunity for chief guest introduction on environment and COVID-19 pandemic. I introduce Dr. G. Arun Kumar. He is a young and motivated person. Presently, he is working as a assistant professor, Department of Microbiology, Kamaraj College, Thuthukudi. He completed B.Tech and M.Tech in Anna University, Coimbatore. He awarded for his doctoral research in biopharmaceutical technology in Manoன்மணியம் Sundaranar University, Tirunelveli. He was worked as a junior research fellow in Department of Biotechnology, PSG Technology, Coimbatore. Then he worked as a senior research fellow under SERB project in Department of Fish Quality and Management in Fisheries College and Research Institute, Thuthukudi. He published more than 10 peer-reviewed international and national journals with high impact factor, and he presented many papers in seminars and symposia. More significantly, he has a knowledge of biopharmaceutical technology. Definitely, this session will helpful to build a good environment against COVID-19 pandemic in future. Thank you.
Welcome one and all to this webinar. So I am Dr. G. Arun Kumar. So I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Microbiology from Commerce College, Thuthukudi. So the convener and organizing secretary of this webinar has invited me to deliver a scientific talk on role of immunity against viral infection. So I would like to share some of the things what I have gained, what I have known from the scientific literatures and the scientific concept. Here I will discuss with you. So, so if you see, currently we are experiencing through the very difficult situation. So in this pandemic situation, so this is the right moment we should know about virus, this virus, and uh, not only virus, the power of the immune system. So its function, its structure, what are the components of immune system. Okay, so then only we can able to fight this deadliest virus effectively. Okay, so I have covered nearly all the basic concepts of immunology and how the body defends against virus and how the virus able to evade host immune system. So these are all the certain things I have discussed in this presentation. Body defense against virus and how the virus able to evade host immune system. So these are all the certain things I have discussed in this presentation. So after this COVID-19 pandemic, so myself and another professor, Dr. Chandalekha Madam from a chemistry department in our college, so we both intensively searched through many scientific literatures, and we arrived at a certain uh, scientific solutions to combat these viral infections. So one such protein is, so it's a protein actually. So one such protein we have identified. It's not identified for the first time. This protein has been reviewed and researched several decades before. So it's called differentiins. So differentiins are the cationic peptides, cationic antimicrobial peptides, which are able to induce, which are able to form pores in the viral envelope. So thereby killing the virus. So then these differentiins are normally secreted by all human body. Then why this infection occurs? So it's because of the lesser immunity. So if we see the differentials, there are three classes of differentials: alpha, beta, and the theta differentials. So alpha differential present in neutrophils of human blood cells, and beta differentials present in the human, I mean lungs epithelial and other mucosal lining epithelial cells, and theta differential, it's present in only in the old world monkeys. See, the human beings have theta differential gene, but since it has a premature codon, so the transcription will not be completed, so the theta differential will not be produced. Whereas in the case of old world monkeys, this theta differentians will be produced. Okay, so this is all about the differentians. So this differentians not only whereas in the case of old world monkeys, this theta differentians will be produced. So this is all about the differentians. So this differentians not only kills the virus by means of pore formation in viral envelope, but also it um, binds with the virus glycoprotein. So we both thought that if we able to increase the concentration of differentiation to a considerable amount, then it might be possible. It's a hypothesis. We haven't done any experiments based on the scientific literature. We arrived this hypothesis. So suppose if we increase the concentration of differentiants, then there may be possibility that it could prevent the viral entry into epithelial cells. So we wrote a small scientific communication to the Hindu Tamil News, and they published this particular news. So this is about the differentiation. Um, so before enter into the PowerPoint PPT slides, um, this my speech could be a catalyst for you to listen my what I have present in the slides. Okay. So this is about the defense and other ways of improving this defenses or any other anti viral components. There are several antiviral components present in human body, ranging from um, antibodies to human necrosis factor or interferons or whatever it is. Everything is protein. So in order to enrich our immune system, definitely we need to have the protein rich diet. So if we take a sufficient amount of protein daily through our diet, then definitely we can combat with this particular, not only this virus, any virus we can combat. So what are all the protein rich diet? We take a sufficient amount of protein daily through our diet, then definitely we can combat with this particular, not only this virus, any virus we can combat. So what are all the protein rich diet we can eat? So we are using that protein rich diet in day to day life, but in sufficient concentration we need to take. Okay. So vegetarian protein rich resources, pulses, cereals, grains, and milk. Okay. So in non-veg sources, fish, chicken, egg, and mutton meat. Okay. And even shellfish also rich in, they're like prawns and shrimp, very much rich in protein. So we have to suppose if a person is allergic to some protein diet means kindly avoid that. Okay. So we are not supposed to take protein source which is allergic to us. So suppose if a person is allergic to fish means he should not take fish. Instead he can take milk and other vegetarian resources, or if he is not allergic to chicken and he is a non-vegetarian means he can eat chicken meat also. So it's based upon their own preferences and their own health preferences. Okay. So all these things. So basically, if you see the immunity, there are two categories of immunity. One is the innate immunity, and the other is the adaptive immunity. Okay. So this innate immunity means whatever the immune or freedom what we gained right through our right at the moment in our through our birth. It's known as innate immunity. Whereas the adaptive immunity occurs during the development in our day-to-day life activities. Okay. So we born with a sufficient number of B cells and T cells, that is during the development in our day-to-day life activities. Okay. So we born with a sufficient number of B cells and T cells. That is what is B cell, T cell, and all. I have explained very basically and clearly in the PowerPoint. So I just give a brief introduction about B cell and T cell here. So this innate immunity and adaptive immunity, right? So innate immunity like means our skin, or mucous membranes, so acid components in the stomach, and cilia present in the surface of epithelial cells. So these are the these are the innate immunity, because it's like a barrier. It's like the barrier can be classified as a mechanical barrier, inflammatory barrier, phagocytic barrier, and physiological barriers. So adaptive immunity we can um, categorized based upon the cell types. So B cell and T cell. Okay. So these B cell and T cell are the major components of this adaptive immunity. So B cell is a type of blood cell produced in the bone marrow and matures in the bone marrow, whereas T cell produced in the bone marrow and matured in thymus gland. So this is a difference. So this maturation step is a very critical step for B cell and T cell, because at this maturation step only, so B cell and T cell gained the property of producing or property of interacting with the corresponding antigen by means of its receptor, that is B cell receptor for B cell and T cell receptor for T cell. So these receptors, whether it is B cell receptor or T cell receptor, these are all the important proteins which is involved in the interaction with the virus proteins. Okay, if B cell has cell receptor or T cell receptor, these are all the important proteins which is involved in the interaction with the virus proteins. Okay, if B cell has complementary B cell receptor for this coronavirus protein, then the antibody will be generated and will neutralize it. Okay. So similarly, if TCR, T cell receptor has, if it is able to identify the antigen, then it will work out. Suppose if the B cell receptor, for some person, if the B cell receptor complementary or against the virus protein is not there, then that particular B cell will not be able to interact with the virus proteins, and it will not induce antibody protection. So these are all the things we we're going to discuss in the slides based upon the cell types, B cell and T cell. So and in PowerPoint, the detailed mechanism how the virus, how the immune system active against virus, the mechanism, what is the mechanism our immune system is adapting to combat this virus, and how the virus try to avoid this immune system were discussed in detail. So I kindly encourage each and every one of you virus and how the virus try to avoid this immune system were discussed in detail. So I kindly encourage each and every one of you to go through my PowerPoint presentation so that you can gain a real glimpse about this immunity, basics of human immune system, and how our immune system works against this virus. So in this moment, so I request all the participants to actively participate and listen all the presentations presented by the invited scientific persons, and improve your uh, knowledge. And if you're having any queries in this slide, so you can always welcome, you can always ask your queries. So my contact with is there with the organizing secretary and convener of this webinar. And I thank you once again, each and every one of you, for listening to my presentation and listening to my speech very patiently and keenly. Thank you.